Welcome back to Ridge Racer 5. In the last video we took on the first extra cup and won convincingly again. In this video we're taking on the Blast GP, which runs on, I believe, if I'm wrong I lied a lot in the last, it's called Sudden Death. But I believe it is elimination rules. Finish first with, oh no, it's not elimination rules, that's Cup 3, is that Cup 3? I don't remember. This one, there is a time limit. So not only do we have to win the race, we also have to finish within the time limit. We can be in first, and we can run out of time, and we will lose. It is brutal, this mode. Yeah, maybe elimination mode is Cup 4 or something. I don't remember. But I also, these rules are vicious. I'm pretty sure Outer Pass is going to see again. Oh, that was weird. I thought the music had stopped. Greenfield. Oh, I don't like this track. Oh god, I do like the map though. I do like how it's kind of 3D. That's cool. Yeah, so yeah, we go over that bridge section, which is not a fun section to drive at all. We go down here, go through that left chicane. We don't take the tight hairpin, we go around the long corner instead. We go up here. But I don't really mind this track once you get past the bridge section. It's just, I hate the bridge section. It's really horrible. I don't like driving at all because it's just really awkward, especially when there's a lot of people around. You kind of just get bumped all over the place. But we're going to try our best nonetheless. Yeah, I think we do actually have to win. I was going to say at least we can finish fourth, but no, I don't think we can even do that. oh yeah, it's checkpoint based. There we go. So I have to reach the checkpoint within 42 seconds. So that didn't count as a checkpoint. That was just the start of that. Qualifying rank 1, yeah. So we just got to win everything, essentially. Oh, I hate that corner. You can never get around it how you want it. It's so awkward. I think the next checkpoint is just around this corner. If I remember correctly. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's down here? Oh god, I don't know where it is. I'm starting to get a bit worried. Oh, it's here. There we go. Here we get an extra amount of time. And, yeah, it's quite a stressful mode. Because if you get screwed over by, you know, these people, well, if you get screwed over by the CPUs, especially the back markers, then you're kind of done for. There's a Fortuna in second. This guy is an actual god. If this guy was in any other car, he'd be like 20 seconds ahead by now. Oh god. And the computers, of course, get a massive speed boost if you run into the back of him. So he's going for first now. I'm not gaining any speed in fifth right now. Whoa, that was a tight corner I remember it being. Oh yeah, this section kind of sucks as well. I don't really like this bit. We might not do this. That was an awful section. Pretty sure I got, I don't know. I thought the person behind me was a little closer than that. This track's kind of cool. Like the soundtrack, I mean. Okay, we're coming up to the end now, so... Oh, that's not a lot of time. I think you get less and less time the more checkpoints you go through. So if you screw up at the start, then you're basically screwed at the end. Yeah, it's a lot easier to go around when you're not trying to deal with anyone else. But yeah, if, like... I was going to say as well, like, if you don't win but you still finish within the time, I believe you still failed. I'm pretty sure none of the computers... like actually run to the time limit. So you pretty much have to get by everyone as soon as possible and then just break away and then try. It's essentially like, oh, you're good at the game now, are you? You won every race, have you? Well, how about an insane time limit? Some courses are really hard to meet. To really make you drive quick. And I am making all the mistakes. I guess that's like the Bayside line back section, I didn't realise. And then it has the other back section I don't bloody like from that other course. I forget which one. Yeah, this track has like all the Well, it has a good bit of Bayside line. And it just has all the bad bits of the other tracks. It's... Yeah, I'd say this one's probably my least favourite track, honestly. I think this was the one in the original Ridge Race, if I remember correctly. Okay, I think we're going to do it. I'm definitely not beating my PB at this rate. But yeah, we're not really losing any time to the splits here, so or to the time limit. We're kind of keeping consistent with it. You know, we were 9 seconds last time. We were 9 seconds this time as well. So, like at the finish line. So, okay. As long as you go through a checkpoint, you're at least relatively near the 40s, then you're doing pretty alright. More often than not. Actually, that second place computer might actually finish within the time. I don't normally do that, I don't think. Second place computer's hustling. It's not the one in Fortuna, I think. The one in Fortuna is in third. What? Okay, Jesus. Oh no, okay, that's fine. I got that section confused with a different one. Oh! Oh god, we're approaching a back marker here. My least favourite section of this entire game. Oh my god, what was that? You're being lapped. Get out of here, man. Jesus. Okay, there's nowhere now. Okay, we're gonna do it. Just about. We lost a bit of time on that. Oh, we so nearly PB. Look at that. Oh my god, if it wasn't that stupid back marker, that guy, it was that guy. If it wasn't for him, we would have beat our PB on the lap. Oh well. We did it. On 34 first lap, my god. That's a bit of a meme. Mind you, do have the standing start on this thing. It does not accelerate that quickly. Despite how it might look, the computers just accelerate very slowly. There's only really second, third, and fourth you ever need to worry about in these races. Like fifth back is just to get in the way. I don't really know why they're there. Although maybe they're just you're there to show off. Oh look, we can have 14 races on the track at once, because that was probably quite impressive back in, well, even 1999. To have that. I mean, you know, most racing games now, unless you're playing a sim racing game of 12 or 16 if you're lucky. I mean, stuff like Assetto Corsa or Project Cars, you can have up to like 60 on track or something ridiculous, but then those are PC only. I know Assetto Corsa's on consoles actually, but I don't know how many cars it can have at once. The Competizione, I think, is cross-platform, so it must support at least 30. I don't know, imagine, but it is the PS5 now, isn't it? It's probably fairly trivial. I just grew up in an era where having 12 cars on track at once was quite the feat. To be honest. Like Mario Kart Wii having 12 was the craziest thing ever. I do really want to play the 24 player mod, but I think it's online only, and then you also have to pay for it at the moment. Unless that's changed. I haven't looked in a while. That was a bad hit. These are pretty good weather conditions. It's never not sunny in this game. Well, it is sunset, but it never rains. It would have been kind of funny if you had like a version of the Grand Prix that rained. This guy in second currently is absolutely just wrecking everyone. He's taken me out a few times. He also took out the blue guy as well. I just got the hurry up from the announcer. That's not good. Oh, this sounds like a Wipeout track. I actually ripped the Wipeout 3 soundtrack onto my phone the other day. And this sounds like it would belong there. I love the music. I just like love the whole feel of Wipeout 3. Like they nailed the whole like minimalist future thing so well. It was like quite a dystopian. Well, it wasn't really dystopian either. It was sort of like dystopian-esque. Other Wipeout, I think Wipeout was always set in a dystopian world, but like the way it was subtle about it. You know, a lot of of games in the future. Like, the world is dying, everyone's dying, everything's dying, the planet's about to be blown up, we're all starving and hungry, and everything's on fire, and everything's dying. Have I mentioned everything's dying yet? Yeah, that's a lot of the future in games, and it's very annoying. I don't really like that sort of thing. I much prefer if it's just, you know, either subtle about it or Star Trek it up, you know? Those are two options you have. Either be Star Trek where everything's perfect and everything should be a moral standard to follow, or, you know, don't force it. Like, be really annoying about it, you know? Or just have it, like, isolated to one thing. Like, the games that have... I never played Alien Isolation, but the idea of it is it's quite good. The whole game is just centered on this one ship. And it's just incredibly localized to that sort of thing. It's sort of like how The Thing did it, where it was just entirely around like these 12 people in Antarctica getting screwed over by this metamorphosis thing. I've actually seen that film. It was alright. I quite enjoyed it for what it is. It's not like... It sort of taps into the Silent Hill horror element more than like... It's not super gory. It's not, you know, super jump scary or super cheap. It's very smart. It's very, you know, very psychological horror. It's all done with atmosphere. There's like no music in the movie at all. It's unsettling. I think that's the thing. Silent Hill's very unsettling. And so is the thing. And you know, I can deal with psycho. I don't really like horror. I hate jump scares. I'm not a huge fan of like over gore or anything, like people getting ripped apart. I do not care for it. But you know, I do like a good experience. And I think Silent Hill 1 is... Silent Hill 1 was pretty scary. I don't think I could. I did try and watch a Let's Play of Silent Hill 2, but it was a bit much. I'm not a fan of feeling scared. I don't understand what the appeal is. I like twisted plot lines and stuff like that. But I'm not in for like just being really scared about something. I don't enjoy it. I don't understand what the appeal of horror is really. But you know, there you go. It's just, there was no way of avoiding that. The problem is if you brake as well, you just end up going sideways. So it's probably, you don't really have a choice other than to run into the guy in front of you. Which, I mean, if this was like Ridge Racer 1, 2 or 3, maybe 4, I've never seen footage of 4. But if it was like that, I only just made that in time, then you'd be brought to like a literal standstill and that's it, race over pretty much. I do still have my disc of Ridge Racer 1. I bought it in CEX. Just to kind of see what it was like. You know, just to kind of play and own a bit of history. That guy actually just ruined my life. You know, the gap was there when I went for it and then he just shut the door. So, yeah, that was pretty unfair racing on that guy's part, but this is Ridge Racer, so... Yeah, the AI are pretty overly aggressive sometimes. It's a bit annoying, but, you know, you're faster than them, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like completely unfair like it is in the original Ridge Races. I think it was designed to be that because arcade game, if it's completely unfair, people want to win more. They, you know, put more money in the machine. Like, this game is hard. Like, this game is obscenely difficult, especially at the higher difficulties. But it's fair. You know, it's not fair 100% of the time, but it's fair about 95% of the time. Like, if you drive well, if you're good at the game, you will do well. You know, it won't just screw you over randomly. The computers might get in your way, and if you make a mistake, you might get screwed out of that. But it's hard but fair, and that's why I like this game, and that's why I don't like Ridge Racer 1. Because Ridge Racer 1 is brutally hard and brutally unfair. And I've lost sound. That's not good. Apparently the sound's still getting picked up by the capture, so it's either my headphones are gone or my Bluetooth audio dongle has run out of batteries. Probably the former, because I've been using that a lot. Yeah, my headphones are still on because it just came in a disconnected noise, so that thing's just ran out of batteries. Essentially, the way I do this, I normally play with, because my monitor doesn't have a volume switch, like at all. So I normally play with my in-ear earphones that I bought, like a 3.5 millimeter to Bluetooth like dongle, so I could plug in the speakers or the earphones in whenever I wanted. So I can, because I can control the volume of my earphones, because I can press and hold the, the left earphone to turn the volume down. But yeah, I can't do that on my headphones, which is a bit annoying. But it's fine. And on the Wii, it's way too loud. The PS2, it's fine. The PS2 is quieter, but on the Wii, it's definitely loud, like unusable. So that's why I use my in-ears, but the thing's run out of battery, so we'll just play without it. I'll put these away and we'll play on without sound, I guess. I don't really know what else I can do. You're still getting the sound, so it's fine. I'll treat it to Euphoria again. Sunny Beach. Oh, I either like this track or I hate this track, and I don't remember which it is. God, that PS2 is loud. Especially when it's loading. It's loading stuff. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to actually cut most of that sound out, because I normally try and do like noise reduction, especially with my computer. Just get rid of the computer fan for the most part, and it works decently well. Well, it works really well actually, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to deal with that because I have one of the original ones. I have one of the 30,000s, which weren't the original ones. The original ones are the Japanese ones. That were the 10,000s that didn't have the expansion bay, or there was another feature that didn't have it. I don't know what it was. I think these were the original ones that came to Europe. I have one of those. I don't have one of the slim ones. If this one dies, I probably will get one of the slim ones. Like completely dies, which I don't think is going to be that long, because I've been having issues with the disk drive for some time. And it only reads discs if it's flat. It doesn't read discs if it's stood up anymore, which is fine, because the composite connector that I have connected into the back of it, due to the way it's designed, while that was plugged in, the PS2 can't be stood up on its end. It has to be lying flat anyway. So it's fine. I can just sit the Wii on top of the PS2 and it's all good. PS2. The PS2 is well ventilated at least. It doesn't really get hot ever, so at least to my knowledge. I don't think it's ever got hot. The Wii gets hot. If you leave it on for too long, it starts overheating quite badly, which is pretty rough. But the Wii was a far more compact system. Oh my god. Yeah, this was the one I didn't like an awful lot, I remember, because it has this bridge segment. And pretty much any track that has this bridge I just don't really like. I don't really want that guy to get that close. And I need to change gear, that would help. I can't hear the game at all anymore, so I don't have my audio cue. I've got to remember that. I need to change gear. And I could plug that thing in, but I think this is the last race of the cup, and we've got it's a faff to sort that out, especially when it's actually plugged into the monitor, because plugging anything into the monitor is a nightmare. Because all the ports are right in the back in really inconvenient places. Like my old monitor, they kind of like stuck out the back. With this monitor, they stick out the bottom, which is horrid. I hate it. I think pretty much every monitor does it, so I've got to get used to it. Okay, we are out-dragging this guy, thankfully. I think our car is just faster than that thing. I actually don't know what car that is. I'm not sure what type of car that is. I only know the models of a few. Whoa, hello. And I have no idea which one that is. So, I wonder if it's the other Revelta. I think like most of the manufacturers have like 2 cars. So Revelta have 2. Kamada have 2. Kamada have the Fiera and the EO. Like, it's all based on like fictional car companies and all sorts. It's really quite an interesting concept. You know, because normally if a game makes up a car, the car just gets given a name. It doesn't get given like a fictional company with a fictional logo and a fictional like history. I'm pretty sure Ridge Racer gives it, and then it is Namco Bandai, so I suppose what else would you expect? But yeah, I forgot what the rest of the point I was going to make is. But we've finished, 50 sub 1 minute final lap. I don't remember what my previous record was, but we just about got that sub 150, which was, not 150, sub 1 minute, which is pretty nice considering the other, things are like 10, like 110 or something. There, we finished. Oh, we got like a completely different cut. That's quite nice. I like that one. Like porcelain, you better. You got to be careful not to drop that one. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this cup. I believe, I'm actually not sure whether it's the elimination or the going, but it might be the elimination one next then. And then the one we have to go backwards is last. But yeah, whichever one it is, I'll see you next week for that.